Remember the audio on this was particularly AIDS. Like all you can hear is the controllers clicking. Alright, so this is like solid play at the moment. I recall you got worse as the set went on, which is so jarring. There's a good down arrow cancel there. Like your neutral centers around like cross slash a ton, which I feel like you then like really struggle to get it going, or like you really like struggle to figure out what to do when you've got limit. That said, you're doing fine here. That was risky, or a lot more to the point, wasteful. I realise I've got it the wrong way around. Whoops. Well, Magi, he submits a VOD every week, and we allow him because he's a subscriber. Which is what happens, man. If he subscribes, and that's dead. No, it's not dead. That would have been dead. That was poor. So in that situation, Jaxter, that's kind of really like a... That's a lack of knowledge on like what you can punish with. That would be solved by looking at frame data. Like you could have just F-tilted, taken your free damage and run. These F smashes are gonna be the death of you. And Momo like flubbed the punish there. And we go. That was a good F tilt. Is that seriously gonna kill? Oh my lord. You know what's just occurred to me? I don't think I ever see... I don't think I barely ever see you use shield. Considering it's the character that doesn't actually have a particularly valid grab and he's mainly projectiles, I am astounded to see you not like shield more of this. You're opting to jump over everything. And I think that's hurting you a lot. That gonna kill, isn't it? That was just a good cross slash. But yeah, dude, watch back that game. You really need to see how little you shield. Like, I've only just noticed it. Like, holy shit. Yeah, I understand Cloud's a pretty mobile character, so he doesn't need to for the most part. But when you're against a character that's going to throw stuff at you from across the stage all the time and has a projectile that will ultimately beat your zoning at a longer range, you do need to be ready to shield it. Every time you jump over a projectile, you are committing a lot harder than you are by shielding it. That's the only one you should avoid, because PK3's done a ton of shield damage. Yeah, so like, what are you doing? Oh my god. So I feel like that was just a brain fart, man. Like, I don't know where you're going here. Like, that was a bad cross slash because he's at the ledge, which means he can punish it with his grab. Don't know why you jumped away, man. I actually can't help you with that. That is just such a silly option. The thing is, like, I want to point out that these four... Yes, he'd punish. Bad forward smash. No need to do it. It wasn't on. See, look, okay, we're going back a little bit. You're in neutral right now. In this situation, you are in neutral. And in this situation, Lucas ultimately has the advantage when it comes to trying to deal damage directly. Reason being, he has PK, Fire, and Zet, and a whole lot of things that are going to stuff your approaches if you try to do them. You should be ready to shield, because he's not going to just dash grab, because he's Lucas, and his dash grab is shocking. Instead, you jump. Well, like, I mean, the down to I'm alright. And yeah, you would believe he hits with PK3 is a reasonable amount. But this double jump was bad. This jump was bad. Like, sometimes you just get caught. But it's like, you're jumping at him every time. He is going to, you know, pick options that beat jumps. See, that's how you got hit there. You're probably, like, I guarantee you, when that happened to you, you're probably like, oh man, I'm so hard. So unfortunate. I am so unlucky. But the issue is, you got hit there, you double jump there, you get hit by stuff here, you double jump again, you do the obvious down air, which admittedly would work for no spot, but Momo knows you're going to jump because you always jump. He forward smashes it, and now you're off stage, and now you've got to try and recover. And lo and behold, he pressures you enough, and you know, yeah, the stage fight was unfortunate. But the point is, you should have never been in that situation to begin with. And I feel like this is when you get nervous and you start popping out all these terrible habits. The double jump habit, as I've told you every time you've come on here, it's still there. It's not gone away. You have to understand that even as an incredible character such as Cloud, you still do have the rather glaring weakness of your disadvantage state. You have to hold that jump. Keep your resources as much as possible. And I feel like these habits stick around, and ultimately you're relying on getting really good reads with limit in order to, you know, win your games. And that's not a reliable way of going about things. That's not gonna sustain. That's not sustainable. You need to tighten up your general fundamentals. Look at all these jumps. Stop jumping. The fact you're not getting blown up for him is actually tilting me. Like, in this situation, yeah, but like, okay, now you're in neutral. You know, chill out. There is nothing wrong with sitting in shield. There's never been anything wrong with it unless it's like a character with a kill throw. And it's against a player who very clearly wants the kill throw. This is a tether grab. Unless you're, you know, you have no reason to be scared at range. And I understand you wanted to charge limit, but you did definitely. Lucas's biggest issue is getting off the ledge. So you should always be there to pressure his attempt to get off the ledge. Here, when he is grabbing the ledge, you should be stood right here. Wait, no, that's the wrong color for this stage. Let me make it a nice cloud color. Should be stood right here. Make the sword purple. You know, we'll draw a cloud. Why not? Accurate sword size. And we'll give him some nice blonde hair as well. So you should be stood there, ready to punish any option he does to get off the ledge, because you can do that. You just hold shield by the ledge and Lucas can't do anything. By charging limit in the middle of the stage, you have actually just given up your entire stage control. Let me colour that sword in because it's a work of art. Whoops. Fuck it, let's just make it bigger. Yeah, look. You stand in shield where I've drawn stick figure Cloud, and they can't do anything. Like, particularly not Lucas. It's a very terrifying spot for Clouds to be in, and you'll see a lot of Clouds stand at this spot because it's such a strong position. It's so good at covering every option that they've got, and I'm astounded that you don't do it yourself all that often. Right, anyway, I think that's about good enough for that Cloud. But you literally, I mean, the fact that you got down is, you know, testament to your character. But all this jumping around is like is as if you're a Kirby player. This is nervous double jumping. You did it again. You should be dead. You double jumped off the ledge. Did you not get punished for it? No. No, and you got away with that because Momo has a weird obsession with PK freeze. Like you would do so much better if half of these full hops that you did were just short hops and then you just landed again. Cloud's bait was short hops all the goddamn time. It's their main course of action. It's baiting people because people are scared of like the stuff. They're scared of the nair, they're scared of the back air, they're scared of the up air. But by full hopping, you actually remove all that pressure because you can't do it properly from a full hop. It's a short hop thing. I don't know if you just press the button too hard, but you play melee, so this can't even be like a pressure problem. You jumped out of it again. He grabbed you. He killed you. You did it again, Jaxter. That jump. You sealed your fate the instant you jumped out of hit stun. I would rather you had an air dodge habit with Cloud. Like, yeah, you're going to get bodied for it sometimes, but I'd rather you had an air dodge habit than doing that. That's a terrible habit to have. But with a character that's going to die so fast. And by that I mean, that's not me saying pick a different character. That's me saying really focus on these air dodges, on these double jumps, sorry. They're what's killing you. Before anything else. Before you think about any punish game, any reads, stop that jump habit. That is what's killing you. And I don't think you'll improve until you fix that. That is the one big thing right now that's plaguing you. There are other things, like I was saying earlier about the fact that you full hop everywhere. But that is part of the same problem. You can't stop doing big commitment jumps. This jump got hit by PK Fire. PK Fire sucks to get hit by. But ultimately it's okay. Because you just took 5 or 6%, maybe 8 if I don't know if it's fresh. I don't know how much it does. Not enough. Not enough to be scared. It never kills. It never really... all the best it does is puts you in a bad situation. And loses you some stage control. Right there, you had no reason to jump. All you had to do was just fade to the ledge. You know, okay, coming off the ledge sucks sometimes. But at least you've got your tools. By double jumping there, you pretty much set yourself wide open. He grabbed it, snackmated you, and you deserved that 100%. All these full hops. Imagine how much more pressure they would do by... Look, okay, tell you what. We're going to back up. So you full hopped, yeah? Let's just assume... Let's assume that you haven't. We'll put you here instead. We'll say you've... What colour is... I'm still sword colour. You're a nice pink. So you've short hopped and you are here instead. Whatever. Cloud's big's header than normal. But you're here, and you know you've got your sword in your hand again. We're gonna make it nice and you know accurately sized again. You know, by being up here, this one does not scare me because the only thing he can do there is do a fast fall down air or something like that, and ultimately the position he can cover from up there is pretty small. It's like from where Lucas is, like, you know, we got Lucas here. You're going to be covering like there. You know, you have to double jump to reposition yourself, which you don't ever want to do because you're Cloud. Or you just hit there, and I'm like, it's fine. I can avoid that. I can PK fire that landing. That's a problem. However, and we're going to do this in a slightly different color. We're going to do this in like a... We'll do this in green. We'll do it in this lilac. By being here, this one is much more terrifying, because not only can he cover the same space with his aerials, he can do it at a much faster speed, which means you're going to struggle to react if you're the Lucas. But not only that, it means that you are going to be far better equipped to just land and do whatever you want. You can just fast fall empty from a short hop, and they can't react to it really. If you do that, like doing a short hop dash grab, okay, Cloud's dash grab is not good. You can do a short hop dash grab, you can do a short hop you can do a landing cross slash, you can land, you can turn around and do another jump. By being that close to the ground with a short hop in neutral, you give yourself that many more options. Very few characters want to short hop in neutral, and if you watch people play, the only characters that short hop in neutral are ones that are way too floaty to do anything near the ground, like Jigglypuff, or they're ones with an incredible fastball speed like Fox. Other than that, they stay near the ground. You stop full hopping. But not only that, because on this sort of stage, by full hopping, you're putting yourself in a terrible spot. That forward smash had no purpose, and I wouldn't have been surprised if you died there. Another bad forward smash. It's a slow. Its forward smash isn't good, and now you've just thrown it all away. The amount of damage you took there. So bad forward smash. That's fine. Okay, got thrown. Bad double jump. Got hit. Bad landing, got hit. Bad double jump again, got hit. Now you're okay, but you've taken 30% when you only actually needed to get hit once. You know, the grab, it's like, okay, fine, I got grabbed. Reset. You don't have to immediately retaliate. Reset. And see, it's like, you're like a crazed bull. Like, you've got a hit and you're immediately going in, and you're taking so much damage when you actually shouldn't be getting hit at all. And if I recall correctly, he's gonna. Oh no, he doesn't die there. He doesn't die there. I remember. But you forward smash in a dumb place and get snackmated. Yep, he did it again, and that's how you lost. And I understand you're upset, and you had a right to be upset because you did throw that away. You didn't need to do those forward smashes. There was no point. Don't do those, man. Right, my key points for you, and honestly, I want to see you implement these before I do another one, because I've done 5 or 6 of your VODs now, I swear. Please, by when, I mean, I know it's tomorrow, but if I see you at PogChamp tomorrow, implement it by then. If not, then by the next week. Please. Stop double jumping out of hit stun so much, because that is what's killing you. Short hop instead of full hop in neutral. Sometimes full hopping can be a thing, okay, but not every time. You almost never short hopped. The mix-ups out of short hop are so much better. And if you don't know the punish, go for the safer one. You know, I understand you want to get the kill, but if he's not done something laggy enough for you to punish it with a forward smash, just F-tilt it. Dash grab it. It's far safer for you to go for the smaller, quicker punish than it is to go for the Hail Mary and then get punished on the return when you really should have them in advantage, or be an advantage on them. Even the small hits put you in advantage, even if it's just a jab, because then they've got to try and reset. It's important to think about these things. Anyway, I hope this is helpful. You have my DMs. You all have my DMs. Just send us a message, and we'll get on it. Okay, we'll talk about it and we'll sort it out. Right then, Jaxter. Hopefully this is going to be helpful for you. I'm going to get my next student on now, and it's funny, the call